So this week, we're going to explore a couple of ways to beat that summer heat with refreshing ice pops and homemade Kulfi.
This week on Working Class Foodies.
After Brendan and I had spent a full day making condiments, buns, and veggie burgers for our DIY barbecue series, we were hot and exhausted, so I made some strawberry mint ice pops using the gorgeous local strawberries from the market, and some fresh mint from my backyard. I also took inspiration from People's Pops, which make fantastic ice pops using local fruit and herbs. They have a brick-and-mortar store at the Chelsea Market, and they also sell at the Brooklyn Flea. The more strawberries you use to make these ice pops, the better they'll be. First, hull and halve your strawberries. Then I grated about 2 inches of ginger. I heated a cup of water in a pan, and then once the water was hot, I added in half a cup of sugar and stirred to dissolve. When the water was simmering, I added in my ginger, and then about 3/4 of my strawberries. I added about a teaspoon of lemon zest, and about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. It's out of season now, but we also threw in some rhubarb that Brendan had in the freezer. Cook all of this together for about 5 to 10 minutes, or just until the strawberries are very soft. Then we strain the juice off the strawberries and set the berries aside. Meanwhile, we brought the juice back up to a boil and cooked it down until it was slightly thickened, about 10 minutes. After your strawberries have cooked down, let them cool for a bit, and then add in about 1/4 cup of fresh mint leaves. And then stir these into the strawberries, along with our reserved fresh strawberries and our cooled strawberry ginger lemon syrup. Stirred this together, then we pulled our pre-frozen ice pop molds out of the freezer. Fill them up almost to the top. Then we popped on the lid, inserted our ice pop sticks, and popped our ice pops into the freezer to freeze. Kulfi is a custardless Indian ice cream, which means it's made without any eggs, just dairy. It's traditionally flavored with cardamom, pistachios, and saffron, but there are all sorts of varieties ranging from vanilla to mango to rose water, almond, coconut, anything in between. It's a very fun dish, and it's easy to make, although it is pretty time intensive. I flavored my Kulfi with saffron, cardamom, and vanilla, but you can use just about any flavor combination. A fan named Robert recently sent us a pound of beautiful Tahitian vanilla beans, so I want to show you how to make your own vanilla extract. Cut your beans in half lengthwise and put them in a clean jar. Cover them with vodka and give them a good shake. Store them in a dark cabinet, giving them a shake every couple of weeks until the extract turns dark. When you start to run low on extract, just pour more vodka over your vanilla beans and wait a few more weeks for it to turn dark again. There you go, constant supply of vanilla extract. Thank you, Robert! I used 1/4 of 2% milk to make my Kulfi, but you can also use whole milk, and you could probably even use skim milk, although you might need to add just a little bit of heavy cream to give it the fat to help it thicken. To make your Kulfi, pour 1 quart of milk into a heavy bottom pan and bring it up to a boil, stirring frequently. Once it comes to a boil, add a pinch of saffron and stir it in. Turn the heat down to medium and simmer your Kulfi until reduced from 1 quart to 1 cup. Take about 4 hours. Stir frequently to keep it from scalding. You're going to stir and stir and stir and stir. Once your Kulfi is significantly reduced and thickened, take it off the heat and add in the crushed seeds from 1 cardamom pod, and a tablespoon of vanilla. Then add in about 1/4 cup of sugar. This will make it semi-sweet. Add more sugar if you like your Kulfi a little bit sweeter. You can pour your Kulfi into individual cups, or even Dixie cups, and freeze it like that. Serve it with a spoon, or you can pour it into an ice pop mold. A little stick in there and make delicious, refreshing Kulfi ice pops. and freeze until set. To unmold both the strawberry mint and Kulfi ice pops, run them under warm water and give them a little jiggle just to loosen. Although Kulfi does require quite a bit of time and a decent amount of stirring, it's a fantastically refreshing treat, not as heavy on your stomach as the custard-based ice cream can be, doesn't require any special equipment. Next time I'm thinking of trying a horchata Kulfi, basing the recipe off of the Mexican drink, and that'll make a pretty good Kulfi. I wanted to pack as many strawberries as I could into my strawberry mint ice pops, so I packed in 2 full quarts. So the total cost for my strawberry mint ice pops came to $7 for 8 pops. If you want to add mint and you don't have any growing in your backyard, factor in another $1 or $2 for a bunch of mint, or you could add in a tablespoon or 2 of heavy cream and a little bit of vanilla to make some fantastic strawberry and cream pops. After I cooked down my quart of 2% milk to make my Kulfi, I came out with 6 large Kulfi ice pops, which came to a total cost of $5.25. So now it's your turn. If you've made fruit pops before, write in, let me know what your favorite recipe is. And if you've made Kulfi before, same thing. Let me know what your favorite Kulfi recipe is, what your favorite herbs or seasonings are to use in your Kulfi. And we'll see you next week on Working Class Foodies.